$500 from me and gave it to your baby daddy? I just went to your cash app and I seen that you cashed out him $500 using my debit card.
Why you going to my cash app?
Because I was curious. It said that someone took $500 out of my account.
All right, y'all, buckle up because today we've got a story that's so wild, it sounds like the plot of a bad Lifetime movie. Picture this. A woman steals $500 from her fiance and gives it to her baby daddy. Yeah, you heard that right. And now she's begging for a forgiveness. And you can't make this stuff up. Let's break it down. And as always, I'll throw in some of the internet's best reactions because you know TikTok had a field day with this one. All that plus more videos. In the last video, we have an old school thought bot, one of the original thoughts. She's saying that the girl that sleeps around a lot, the guy that marries her at the end of that rainbow is actually the lucky guy. And her excuses are, well, trust me, stick around and watch that one. I don't want to hold you. Go ahead and hit the like button. Definitely share the video. If this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it. So here's the tea. This woman, let's call her Tiffany, finds herself in a financial pinch. Instead of asking her fiance for help outright, she decides to just help herself to his wallet. And where does the money go? Straight to her baby daddy.
$500 from me and gave it to your baby daddy. I just went to your cash app and I seen that you cashed out him $500 using my debit card.
Why you going to my cash app?
Because I was curious. It said that someone took $500 out of my account. So I'm trying to see, did you send that money to your baby daddy?
I mean,
because when I looked at your phone, it went straight to his cash app. Now what's really going on?
I sent them $500.
So you messing around with your baby daddy?
No, my child is with him, so.
Your child is, I know you're not saying that your child with him.
My son is with him.
So y'all been messing around? Y'all been messing around behind my back?
No, he needed $500 for jail.
He needed $500 for your son?
Yes.
How he needed $500 for your son and I'm the one that's supposed to be buying all his stuff? You don't even supposed to be communicating with your baby daddy.
I gotta stop it right there. Homeboy, that's your fault. You should not be telling a woman that you're taking care of the child and that she should not be communicating with the baby daddy because you should not be in there trying to take care of another man's child in the first place. What you're trying to do is pay for their love. And I tell a lot of dudes out here, there are rules whenever you are dating a single mother that if you don't cross those boundaries, you will be able to maintain a great relationship. And one of them is not moving in with her. Always keep one foot in and one foot out. Why? Regardless of how much money you spend, that child is never going to look at you as a father. They will only look at you as a friend. Yes, the child is going to friend zone you. He's never going to dad zone you because the father is still there when he goes over to the house. You're just the dude that's occupying mom. So you need to do that from your own house. When you start moving in with them, you're pretty much trying to buy their love. You're trying to buy that family. And you have a lot of successful guys out here that do that because they grow up without a father and they feel the need to save another child.
If he needed $500 for him, I could have bought it. He could have got that until he got here. I'm not putting no money in. Come on, man. And then you living with me under my household and paying no bills, but you got the nerve to send your baby daddy $500 out of my account.
Yes, he needed it.
He needed it. Man, listen. You gonna have to leave my house because there's no way you sent your baby daddy $500 from my account. From my account. You finna have to pack all your bags up.
She just walking around like she ain't paying attention to nothing he's saying because he probably done already caught her doing some other stuff and she got over it. That's why when it comes to a woman, you give them an inch, they're gonna try to take a mile. She ain't paying attention to nothing he's saying.
You finna have to go. I'm not finna allow this. You're not finna be using my debit cards to cash out your baby daddy. You finna have to go. You finna have to leave, man.
I don't see the problem.
Man, you finna have to pack all your stuff up and you finna have to go ASAP.
Like, huh?
What you mean? You finna have to leave. And you're not even listening to me, so I'm finna call the police. It's either you leave or I'm calling the police to get you up out of
You
here.
have to call them because I'm not going nowhere.
Hey,
This is my house.
first of all, this is my house. I'm paying all the bills.
Always the guy that's paying all the bills, man. Never do that. And plus, you and her don't even have a child. That alone is gonna make it look like you're taking an L. Every time I dated a single mother, I never even seen the child.
I'm paying all the bills. And then he's staying with his mama. You want a man that still stay with his mother? He's still living with his mama.
Oh my God. Like, you coming to me and you trying to get that place together.
Man, this is still living with his mother, man. You really want a man that still living with his mother?
She don't want him, brother. She just want to take care of him and then slide out and get some nookie on the side whenever you're not around. And trust me, doing stuff like this and complaining about it is what's making her comfortable. This isn't the first time. She's too comfortable. You should have been got rid of her. But you're bragging about paying all the bills, bro. That means that she knows she got a full-time sucker.
I just said I wanted to know. I was just helping him out.
You was just helping him out. Man, you got until tonight to get up out my house. I appreciate you for unpacking my dishes, but you got until tonight to get up out my house.
I'm not going nowhere.
Go over there and stay with mama's boy. So she wanna send him $500 off my card. Go stay with the mama's boy.
Okay.
I'm not playing with you, man. You going to my phone, cash out your baby dead. Like this not finna go like this.
I mean, come on. Imagine being the fiance, thinking you're in a committed relationship, only to find out you're accidentally sponsoring her ex. This is next level messy, and let's not ignore the baby daddy here. You're really out here taking money from another man to fix your problems.
It's always gonna be a simp that's willing to deal with whatever it is that he's willing to deal with. It's gonna be a dude that f***ed her. He's gonna make sure that he got the best out of her, and then she's gonna come back to you, and then you gonna propose to her, and then you're gonna be a step baby daddy as a result of it. It's always gonna be a simp, so we never ever gonna be able to make the progress. But I think the real one should protest marriage based off of what it is that they see today, because it's a lose-lose situation. Never become a stepfather. No man that has no kids that is at the top of his game. Listen, you're not even gonna be at the top of your earnings until you in your late 50s, early 60s. She sees the potential in your greatness. That's why she's trying to get you while you in college. So no man should ever subject himself to the idea of marriage based off of the standards that we have today. Why would you become great, make all of the sacrifices, and then go and take care of another man's kids? What benefit is that to you? Them kids don't even give a f about you. They don't even like you. They don't even look like you.
Step parents, period, there's no benefits. How would I benefit from helping him raise his kid? If you marry a man and he has a child, if he's on child support and he falls behind on his payments, they coming after the wife's money. It's a very big risk. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to raise a child. It's expensive. Why would I invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into something that will never be mine? You can't do something as detrimental as having a child out of wedlock. And then after you make that piss poor decision, then now all of a sudden the community gotta come and help you. That doesn't make any sense. You got people who have multiple kids out of wedlock. It's not like it was a one-time thing. Now you're putting their piss poor decision, you putting the responsibility on the backs of those who are responsible. That's not fair.
TikTok has spoken and the comments are wild. One user said she's playing Monopoly with his money and landed on go to jail. Another wrote, if forgiveness were a credit score, hers would be 300 right now. And then there's this gem. Forget begging, she better start paying rent because she's about to be single real quick. But seriously, this isn't even about the $500. It's about trust. And once trust is broken, it's harder to rebuild than IKEA furniture without the instructions.
This was such a great outing. I was a little leery about meeting up with you, but thank you for coming out for brunch. This was a great situation.
This was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we together or separate?
It's gonna be separate. Yeah, separate.
Separate.
Yeah, I mean, I thought when we talked that you had the understanding of, what we was doing. We was just coming out to meet and,
You didn't give me no heads up about that though,
Which pose as a good question. If you're going on a date or you're going out to a brunch or you're doing a meetup, Should they discuss who pays for it before they get there? Get in the comments and let me know.
I mean, I thought that I don't know what made you think I was supposed to be paying. Like,
You asked me to come and meet you for brunch today.
but it was a first meet and greet. So why would you think that I'm automatically paying just because I asked you
Because that's
to
what y'all
meet you?
do. Like, you gotta be joking. Right?
I initially didn't even want to come here. You suggested.
I think I can give you guys a couple minutes, settle this out. I'll be
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. No, I mean, I hope you.
I'm not paying my way, boo. Okay, so I hope you got it to cover. I'm gonna go and call me an Uber.
Well, whoever's gonna pay for your Uber, they need to send some money to my Cash App to take care of this meal because I'm not.
Listen,
You got me messed up.
you got me all the way up.
Wow. Well,
Nice meeting you, buddy.
Is this what she rocking out with? Y'all gotta be kidding me. This is not what she rocking out with. The moral of the story, keep your wallet locked and your circle tighter than TSA security.
I seen a post where the man was saying that the girls got kids, but ain't never been on dates. They have children, but have never in their life been on a date.
Before we get back to the videos, that type of woman is described as a nab, a nothing ass B. And that's probably one of the reasons why she never been on a date. In other words, she's clapping cheeks to trap. This is how they get on Section 8. This is how they get food stamps. They start hunting for it. That's why she don't need a date, because she know dudes just want to clap and she got to make some money.
So, when was your last relationship, Amberly?
You know what? This is embarrassing. I don't think I've ever been in a relationship. I don't really date much because I'm not with the games. But
you have two
to me with
kids.
games. I do have, but my kids are 17 and 10. That was 10 years ago. That's a long
You said
time.
you've never been in a relationship. Was your relationship with their dads?
I don't really remember them.
What?
To be honest with them, like, and I'm saying that because it's been so long ago. That's in the past.
I guess to ask this question directly, when you were pregnant, were you guys in relationships with those two individuals?
Let me think back. I don't know. We were, maybe with my daughter's father, we were like talking, but I was really young, Kendra. I was young. So I don't really go back to them.
So you're 38 years old.
Yes.
Why do you think you've never had a committed relationship?
Because I don't play games.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. Wow. You saw this shit?
At this point in my life and coming up to them, I notice them. I don't play games at all.
Now let me ask you this question. Do you have sex?
Yes.
So you don't play games, but you'll have sex with a person that plays games.
And then I'll leave them. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, my mother gets mad at me every time I say this, but I say black women are designed to be breeders. They're not designed to be wives. You're designed to be sexual creatures that produce babies that you can take care of on your own. That's why you have the strength of a black man, you have a work ethic of a man, and you're the toughest woman out. When it comes to marriage, you just don't do good in that direction, but you do perfect at spreading your legs and having kids, hoping that one sticks around. But you get a bigger trophy if you can take care of them yourself. And that's ultimately what I see a lot of you B-dubs doing. You're popping them out so you can get a trophy from grandma and ma and them. And then you can say, oh, I did it without him. It's the man's fault. Why? Because I chose to spread my legs for a bum.
I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother.
Yeah.
Did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, we sell it.
What makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
The value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character. I've built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can.
They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
They can.
And then what are you doing?
But we're not talking about that.
Women
That's
can
not
talk
the
about that.
situation that that's not the
Women can say,
conversation.
I want to date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
If a fat man man is sitting here, he can be a fat man. But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, oh no, we're body positive. All about picking her up. So every time you're saying something for a man,
Bro,
it's down.
you got a lot on your back. The car you drive, your resume, your bank account is not what makes you a high-value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of zero.
The sum of zero because he doesn't want to take care of a woman and her kid. This is why you have a lot of black dudes going over to other ethnic groups. And to believe it or not, that's the safest place to go in modern day time. I don't know why black women try to shame black men into having freedom of thoughts and want to control their life. It's almost like, let you guys mess your life up and then we're supposed to come in and save you, and then that's the good deed. Like, a single mother teaches her son, if you take care of another man and their kid, then you're a bigger man. In my opinion, you could be with a single mom, but you don't have to take care of her kids. And any of them asking you to do so, you get on up out the door. But black women, you try to shame men for not doing it. That's sad, man. And you ultimately end up alone. It don't matter.
And it's always the men talking about you belong to the streets. Bro, you are the streets. You are the dirty, nasty, rat infested. You're a rat carrying a pizza on a subway in New York, nigga. You are the streets. But because you're not enough for her, and then she ends up with a beautiful man inside and out, and she moved on. We can't stigmatize women moving on. Y'all want us to settle for less so bad. But when a woman doesn't settle for less and she knows when to dip and dive, you're like, oh, she's a slut. Because you're not good enough for her? Now she belongs to the streets? It's not the first. Remember when Ray J was like, I hit it first? Like, it ain't cute to be the first. That's not the cute one. It's the last. Who's good enough to be the last? The first is easy. I'm experimenting, bro. Of course you were the first. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know. It's fine. But if I'm an experienced woman who has done my sexual due diligence, who has dated and kissed all the frogs, and then you are the prince and you get to be the last one, you're the one who lets me see that I don't want any of that, you're it.
No, he's standing around because he's the one that don't have any game. He's the one that can't get a woman. That's how it's really going to pan out. Once a man know your history, and typically you could sit around a woman and talk to her for a little bit and you could know her history without saying it. But even when it comes to Superhead, everyone knows who she is and she still can't find a man. She still can't find a husband, but telling all the men, if you're the one that wipe up the tramp that's been in the streets, then you're actually the lucky one. No, at that point, she's burnt out and anybody can have her. We know the game already. Don't try to gas it up like he's getting a prize. No, after 5 dudes, most women would never be in a committed relationship that's gonna last no more than 2 or 3 years. Like, you don't see whores going into housewives. They get into relationships, try to pretend to be a regular woman, but ultimately end up back in the streets. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Definitely share the video. If this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. See you on the next video.